Yes, we are.
Okay.
Now, hello, world. It's just us. I'm going to give folks a few moments to log in. You look good, though, y'all. Hey, Mama.
Hey.
I mean,
we already had the discussion.
Oh, no, you let me go?
Yeah.
I mean, but it could be Oh my gosh, I've been told when you get that little card, that postcard in the mail, that little postcard, that girl, yes. I won, right? Yes, I have a nice little stack of them. I'm winning.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, I add two to mine. I have a couple of rotation that I'm approvals for.
Oh.
They've been sent off.
Hi, folks out there. Woohoo! Hello! Hi. We're so excited that you guys are here. Karis is tweeting up there. We are so excited that you guys have joined us tonight. We are going to get started so that we are not too far on CP time. So we're going to go ahead and roll the video. Oh, the joys of technical difficulties. It's okay. That's when you realize that you're 20 years
The Young Black Giving Back Institute is the philanthropy, education, and training arm of Friends of Ebony. It's an opportunity for young Black professionals, 25 to 40, specifically Black millennials who are 19 to 33, to learn about giving in a structured way. There will be trainings, webinars, seminars, workshops, and most excitingly, the Changing the Face of Philanthropy Summit will now be a part of the Young Black and Giving Back Institute. Currently, the Institute has the Defining Young Black Philanthropy track, which includes maximizing your time, talents, and treasures as one session. Another session talks about effective mentoring. And then the third session in that series is about board leadership and how to become a stronger, more effective board leader. There's also a session that talks about wealth building and how to use our money a lot better and how we can build wealth through philanthropy. And lastly, we're also going to talk about social innovation, and there are going to be workshops that talk about how to start a nonprofit, what is social innovation, and how we can be a lot better at the way we maximize the resources that are available to building organizations within our communities. Workshops and training sessions will be taught by me, as well as a variety of other thought leaders, corporate executives, and trainers who are well versed in the area of philanthropy, and particularly Black philanthropy. The sessions will be held in partnership with sponsors and partners on site in a number of cities around the country. We're really excited to take this institute across the country. That includes Washington, D.C., New York, Atlanta, Atlanta, Chicago, and wherever there really is a demand for those young Black professionals to learn more about being strategic about their giving. The Young Black and Giving Back Institute is designed for African American young professionals. Everyone's welcome, but it's a particular focus on Black professionals because oftentimes resources aren't designed for us, and there is a unique way that we engage and we learn. And so I think that it's important that we learn around each other and we learn from one another. Trainings and workshops for the Institute will cost. They won't be free, but they won't be a lot of money either. They'll be affordable for our attendees because we want to make sure that the information that's shared is still accessible. So all the information about the classes and the workshops for the Young Black and Giving Back Institute can be found on friendsofebony.com. We will officially launch in the fall of 2014, so get ready. We're really, really excited, and we can't wait to have you in the Institute.
To be here tonight. We thank everybody for coming to our party. We're going to take a moment to introduce ourselves so we can, so you'll know who we are here. I'm Ebonie Johnson Cooper, the Chief Millennial Officer of Friends of Ebonie and the founder of the Young Black and Giving Back Institute. And I'm really excited to be here this evening. You can kind of think of us as your Teen Summit crew, for those of us who loved Teen Summit back in the day. So I'm going to start to my right, your left, and we'll just go around and introduce ourselves, and then we'll get right into the Institute.
I'm Jaleesa Whitley. I'm Chief Stan of Ebonie Johnson Cooper.
I'm Giselle Clemens. I'm that girl.
Hi everybody, I'm Martisa and I'm the founder of Girls Going Global.
Hi, Laisha Doherty.
I'm Samantha Davis, the founder of the Black Swan Academy.
Hi, I'm Kara Scott. I'm the president of Thursday Network, the Greater Washington Urban League Young Professionals.
That's right. Yes. So we are all here tonight. I know it looks like it's girls' night. That wasn't intentional, but I am very excited and thankful and grateful to the ladies who are here tonight, who have all been friends of Ebonie and friends of like the real Ebonie. And so we're just going to have a really good time tonight. We're going to go through what the Institute is about, who we are, and at the very end we'll have discounts. So if you stick around long enough, they all know what the discount is, and they have their phones ready because they're like, yeah, can I get part of it? Yes, you can. So without further ado, we are going to go right into what the Institute is and what it's all about. All right, so welcome to the Young Black and Giving Back Institute Digital Launch Party. Welcome! Yes. As you can see, folks from across the country have been rocking their Young Black and Giving Back t-shirts well before we were even an institute. And with the excitement that came with the phrase Young Black and Giving Back, I knew there was something that we could do with it, and so here we are. So for those of you who are joining us for the first time and aren't familiar with Friends of Ebonie, we're going to go through some fast Friends facts. Try to say that 3 times without getting tongue-tied. That won't happen. So we have been around since 2010. We started off as a personal blog, and now we are the go-to resource for all things Young Black philanthropy. We specialize in research, webinars, programs, and of course our Changing the Face of Philanthropy Summit. And we have a digital engagement with more than 4,000 young Black professionals nationwide.
Woo!
So, woohoo! Yeah! Yeah! That's right. That's who we are. We have been featured on Black Gives Back, the Washington Post, Jet Magazine, the Huffington Post, etc. And some of our national partners and sponsors include YNPN, Echo and Green, the Wells Fargo Advisors, Board Source, and the Lilly Family School of Philanthropy at Indiana University. So over these last 2 years, it's been a very exciting time for us, and now here we are. All right, and so with that, I am so excited to introduce the Friends of Ebony Advisory Board. This is a very special group of Gen Xers and millennials who have come to the table to basically provide us with some additional assistance so I can stop being a one-woman show all the time. And so first, we have Tracy Webb, who is a philanthropist and the founder of the Black Benefactors. And woo woo, Jaleesa and I are Black Benefactors.
Woo!
And Karis, I'm so, yes, that's right.
Good job.
Yes, good job. Sorry, my memory.
No,
yes.
you did that.
I did. Yes, I did that. Yes. So, and Tracy's also the founder of Black Gives Back. She's modest, but yes, she is. It is the only site that chronicles Black philanthropy, and she's been doing it since 2007. So, shout out to Tracy. Our next advisory board member is Jennifer Swain. She is an attorney. Yes, she has that swag. She is actually getting ready to relocate to Washington, D.C., so we're excited to have her. In her board leadership work, she is the chair of Lacima Elementary Charter School in Brooklyn, New York. She is the chair of their board of trustees. And then we have faithful friend Miko Whitlock. We all know Miko. Miko has a very long title. He is the man. He is the digital communication strategist and senior manager of communications for the National Alliance of State and Territorial AIDS Directors. Did I say that right? I'm far away from my screen. Yes, and I'm going to let you guys read all of the memberships that he has. But Miko is really, really amazing. He is a fellow millennial. He has been a friend of Friends of Ebony, and I think he's been to almost every program that we've had. And so we're really excited to have him on our advisory board. Also, we have Courtney Oliver, who is the Director of Human Resources at Nickelodeon. Courtney and I have been friends for, oh my gosh, a really long time. And she is a board member for figure skating in Harlem, and she is also an advisor to Travel Noir, for those of us who are familiar with the website Travel Noir. So Courtney brings her HR experience. She is a wonderful person, mother, and so we love Courtney. And last but certainly not least, we have our philanthro student over here, Giselle Clemens, who is an aspiring PhD student in philanthropic and nonprofit studies. And Giselle is also a fellow millennial, and she doesn't know I'm going to share this, but I am. When we were looking to get our LLC, well, a couple of months before that, Giselle sent me this wonderful email and said, I want to pour into Friends of Ebony and plant a seed. And I'm like, okay, that's great, but I have nothing for you to give to right now. And last year we were getting ready to file for our LLC. And I looked back and I was like, hey, Giselle, you know that little donation you were talking about? And I thought it might be, maybe $50. We're millennials, we don't have it. So Giselle gave a donation of over $300 to us, and she was indeed our very first donor to Friends of Ebony. And so as an investor donor, but she was definitely one of our first investors, and that meant that meant a lot to us, particularly coming from millennials. So I still thank you to this day for our seed money, which has long gone into many of the things that we've had to do. But I thank Giselle for that, and I'm excited to have her on our advisory board. All right, so why the Institute and why now? Well, you said so. You guys, you folks watching, folks in the room, there has been a demand for education and training around philanthropy and how we can all be better at what we do. Oftentimes, as I said in the video, there are opportunities for us to learn, but none that really focus on us as young Black professionals. And so I found this as an opportunity to delve into that. And then as Dr. Maya Angelou once said, and Oprah often says, when you know better, you do better. And so that's what we want to do. We want to give you all the opportunity to know better so you can do better in your communities. And really education and training is our thing. It has been. It took a while to kind of figure out our niche and exactly what we were going to focus on. But particularly over the last 2 years at the summit, which everyone has attended here, education has really been our focus, education and philanthropy, education in civic leadership. And so if it's not broke, don't fix it. So that's what we're going with. And last but not least, access and resources abound. And so as you'll learn a couple of slides down, we will have elective courses with some wonderful folks who will basically give us the access and resources that we may not have access to any other time. So we're really excited about that. All right, the Institute. The new Young Black and Giving Back Institute is the education and training division of the Millennial Diversity Consulting and Coaching Boutique Friends of Ebonie, consisting of classes, workshop series, training, modules, webinars, and summits. The Institute is designed to change the way Black millennials and young Black professionals learn about effective community leadership and philanthropy. Sound good to you guys?
Yeah.
Woohoo! All right. How it works. So that's the big question. How does this institute work? Yeah, someone took a picture. Yes, pictures. So how it works. The courses are going to be taught by moi, the online courses. There will be 3 one-hour courses for 3 weeks for $175 fee. I want to say that again. All of the courses online will be taught by me. There will be 3 one-hour courses over the course of 3 weeks for $175 fee. What do you get with the courses? Electronic copies of all workshop materials and presentations, access to me via email during the 3-week course, and unlimited access to recorded sessions. And there will also be a private Facebook group for all workshop attendees. So it'll almost be like you will be a class, and we'll have access to each other on Facebook. You'll be able to talk to one another, share updates, and exclusive information, and embargoed stuff that we may not want to share with everybody. So classmates will really be your classmates. You'll feel like you're, one cohort of friends and all that good stuff. So being part of a course series is a really special opportunity. All the classes have a maximum of 25 participants, so we want to make sure that we keep the classes small, kind of like when you were in college and you didn't want like the big class, you wanted like small. So yeah, so there'll be lots of engagement there. So there'll also be electives, right? You're not really graded in class, but we do want to give opportunities for those who are still thinking about the Institute or kind of want to taste before they jump all the way in. So the electives will be free. The electives will be 90 minutes each on various topics, and we'll have guest speakers. So our electives will be more of your traditional webinars with panels and things like that. But how you really get the nuts and bolts and the nitty-gritty of learning is going to be through our course series. So let's actually get into Fall 2014. Woo! So our series, Oh, to be Young, Black, and Giving. Does anyone know that song? No? Okay. I should have played that song. Yes, thank you. Young. Okay, I won't sing it. All right. So you can see there the course dates. The first course will be October 12th, 19th, and 26th. The second one is November 9th, 16th, and 23rd. These are all Sundays at 7 o'clock when we have absolutely nothing to do but get ready for the week. So while we are Instagramming and tweeting, getting ready for the week, we can learn a little bit. So as I said, the classes will be 1 hour on Sundays for 3 consecutive weeks. So the first class that we'll do the first week is Elevating Your Giving, Maximizing Your Time, Talents, and Treasures. What does that mean? That means that we'll talk about what it means to be a Black millennial philanthropy. We'll go over some research facts that we have here at Friends of Ebonie, and we'll talk about what are some of the talents that we have, what are some of the treasures that we're looking to give, and what kind of time we're working with. So that class, as all of these classes will be in an interactive opportunity for all of us. So we'll go through that in the first class, and then get some homework, if you will. I use air quotes. You guys can't see me, but I use air quotes. And then some things to think about as we get ready for the second week. And in the second class, we're going to talk about work-life giving balance, right? You can't do it all. Creating a work-life giving balance plan, because it's really important. Everyone here knows, as nonprofit founders, board members, donors, giving circle members, etc., it takes a lot to balance your life. And so we'll talk about what we're all doing, and perhaps there's some things that we're missing, whether that's, an opportunity to volunteer, maybe you want to be on a board, but you're like, man, I don't have time. So we're going to actually talk about carving out a plan and finding that time that you think you really don't have, that you do have, and really it's all about prioritizing and also learning how to say no. So we'll talk about that too in week 2. And then in week 3, plan to give according to plan, building a plan to financial giving success. Let me add in here, I am not a financial planner. I am not. However, that $25 donation that you've been giving for the past 4 years can increase. We are adults. And so the idea of giving and becoming a philanthropist is a habit. And so starting that earlier than later is the goal. And so we're going to talk about how you can look at what you do have and spread that out either over the year or maybe even selecting the organizations that mean the most to you, because sometimes that's also the biggest challenge, is figuring out who I'm going to give it to. So that is our course series for the fall of 2014. And again, this class will be offered in October and November over the 3 Sundays that you see listed here. Now for some more of the fun stuff. So in between the classes, we'll have electives. The electives will be free. There is no Facebook access private group for electives. Electives will be open to the public, and anyone can join our electives, but they'll be fun. So the first one will be on September 23rd, which will be 4 ways to maximize your time, talents, and treasures. It's going to be, just a little sneak peek into the bigger class session, and that'll be facilitated by moi. On October 7th, we're going to have Turn Up for your HBCU Aggie Pride. Yes, Aggie Pride. Thank you. And so 4 ways to support your school as an alumni, featuring HBCU Story. For those of you who aren't familiar, HBCU Story was founded by Dr. Crystal DeGregory. She is awesome, and she's from the Bahamas, and she has a great accent. Anyway, she's probably out there in the cyber world. Hey, Crystal. So this webinar is going to be really, really awesome because we're going to talk about being alumni of HBCUs and always wanting to turn up for homecoming and always wanting to turn up for the football games. But what happens after you graduate? And so facts will tell us that historically our universities have the least financial support from alumni, and we want to change that. So we're going to talk about how you can start to give back to your university. Then on October 29th, we are going to do a session on philanthropy and higher education, featuring the Lilly Family School of Philanthropy at Indiana University. Oftentimes we never think about philanthropy being a career or having a degree. Our, what do you call yourself, philanthropist student? Philanthropist student, Giselle here, she's actually looking to get her PhD in the philanthropic area. And so we're going to talk about what that means, and particularly for the sector, having more folks of color in higher education. And then on November 4th, we're going to have, again, the 4 ways to maximize your time, talents, and treasures. So if you missed us in October for the series, we're going to do it again, and you get a little sneak peek. Then last but not least, in October, we're going to have the arts and young Black philanthropy, right? So we have Gordon Parks, Basquiat, all these awesome artists. But what we don't do often as a community is support these artists. And so keeping their work alive once they are long gone or once they are here, they should have a legacy. And so we're going to talk about how we can support the arts, featuring the Smithsonian National Museum of African American History and Culture. And we are also looking to confirm some other guests for all of our webinar electives, if you will. And so this fall is going to be a really, really exciting time. So if you are excited like we are, woo! All right, you should enroll if you, I wish I had a drum roll, but I don't. All right, if you want to learn more about philanthropy, if you're considering joining a board but not sure how to get started, you're looking to expand your role as a volunteer, you want to grow in your community leadership, or you want to learn the best way to give your money, have a desire to do community work but aren't sure where to start. So, yes! Yes, look at Oprah! You get a discount, and you get a discount, and you get a discount, and you get a discount! Yeah, that's right! Oprah's saying you get a discount! Yes, that's what she's saying! And that's what we're all saying. Okay, all right. So, 1 night only, 2 nights, for the first 10 people to sign up for the October or November Young Black and Giving Back Institute course series. You will get it for a whopping $20.14. Woo! You know how much of a discount that is? $20.14.
That's just 2 drinks.
Okay, right. So for $20.14, that is what you will get. You will get the course series, not for $75, not for $25, but for $20.14, you will get the course series. And so you want to make sure that you use the code LAUNCH2014. You want to make sure that you get the code LAUNCH2014, so to make sure that you get your discount. And so if you go to YBGB Institute Fall Eventbrite.com, you'll input that code and you will get it for $20.14. Everybody got that? Woo! All right, and so we are excited to launch the Young Black and Giving Back Institute in 3, 2, 1. So if you are watching and you have some bubbly, please join us in a toast. Giselle's doing an awesome job here, by the way.
Yes.
Baby, that's good. That's good. Giselle. Woo!
I hope my boss is watching.
I know.
I was just thinking about it.
All right.
Put this a little.
Has everybody got a cup? Almost, Giselle. Okay, yes. All right, so.
Toast to giving.
Yes, a toast to giving to the Institute.
Woo!
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right, so I'm going to take a sip here. I'm not going to drink all of it on camera. Oh, that was great. All right. So now that we are back and you see that you all are watching and you guys are all tuned in, there is a little button, or there should be a little chat box for you on the side, and we are going to open it up to questions. So anyone who has a question can type in. Oh, yes. And we have bonbons. Yes, we do. We have bonbons. Yes, they are ice cream and they are yummy. And there's like chocolate, vanilla chocolate. I know, they are. Sorry you guys aren't here, but they're really good.
Rude.
Oh, I know, I never had them before. You're good. Okay, so, yeah. So if you guys have questions, just type them in the box and we'll be able to answer your questions. I see that we have preguntas. Yeah, preguntas. Come on, guys. We're here to answer your question. And hopefully you guys, oh wait, can you hear me? I have like a bonbon in my mouth. You guys have any questions? Maybe y'all talk to people that ask questions.
I want to know what classes, what section you're looking forward to.
Ooh, turn up for
Turn up for
HBCU.
Hampton University here.
That's cool. Oh, wait, you guys do the real issue?
Sorry,
Yeah.
Spelman College, #1 HBCU.
Oh, whoa.
Hampton HBCU of the year.
HBCU of the year.
Okay, what did y'all say?
All right.
I'm like PW.
And you.
Yeah, so all you
Right.
folks who went to PWIs, yeah, sorry. No offense, you
We
guys.
want y'all to give too.
We want, but y'all give already. Well, kind of.
Well,
yeah.
y'all need to give to the multicultural club, but the PW.
And you can slide us a donation as well. And still give.
You
to your
can,
favorite
yes, you guys
HBCU.
should grab
Yes,
that.
to your favorite HBCU. No?
We should.
It's your best friend's school. Yeah, your best friend's school.
Yes.
That was a good idea.
I have a friend that went to undergrad and I myself went to undergrad at HBCU, went to grad school at a PWI, and I donate more to my undergrad. My PWI, they don't need it. They have
This
lots
is
of
true.
money.
This is true.
Lots of money.
I know NYU ain't hurt for nothing.
Oh, I air my donations. I need to. It's going to go to this specific cause.
You have to.
Yeah.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Are these classes targeted towards like one-on-one, like I've never given before, and I want to dabble into it, or is it I want to build my skills? What's the audience for these classes?
I think we'll do a healthy mix.
And we'll establish that in like the first class, kind of where everyone is. When you guys sign up, I'm actually going to send just a small assessment, like a question and answer, to kind of get an idea of where everyone is. So before the class starts, we'll kind of know. But the topic and the information, I think, will be helpful for everybody, no matter where you are, whether you're just getting started, whether you've been doing it for a while. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to try to make sure that if there are people, everyone's on a board, so it's not like a 101, let's get started, and you're like, wah, wah, So we'll try to make sure that it's, inclusive of everybody. So. All right, so we want to know who's out there. Can you guys at least just type and shout out your neighborhood, shout out your hood, Kansas City, Cincinnati, Texas, I don't know. Where are you guys? Is my mama watching? Mom, you should be watching, and you should type in the box, Mom, the one that's blue, probably on your right. And my mom types in this box, y'all. What is exciting. It's going to be so exciting.
I think it'll be really interesting to, see the work-life balance one. Only because I think one of the ways that millennials like to give a lot is with their time, and I really appreciate that. But I think one of the problems I see is that people don't know how they want to give their time, Like, I can't tell you how many times I get an email that's like, I really want to get involved with your organization. And it's like, and do what, though? Right, And it's not because we don't need your help, and it's not because people don't want to accept your help, but it makes our lives much easier when you can say, I really want to get involved with programming, or I really want to get involved with grant research, or, if you submit your resume with it and tell us, like, what you're looking to do, as opposed to just these, like, general inquiries of, like, I just want to come and be at an event and, like, maybe do the registration. It's like, I really think we should think further about how we want to get involved with organizations as young people. And, it's that balance, though, between when you're doing it for your resume and when you're doing it because you're passionate about it. You know what I mean? So it's like, yes, we want you to get ahead, but we also want you to, like, care about the cause.
Right. And that's what we're going to focus on in the first webinar about maximizing your time, talents, and treasures. Is taking a look at what those are. Like, what are your talents? Like, what are these things that you can give? Because you're right. People are like, oh, yeah, I want to help. And then you're like, okay, well, I need someone to do social media, and I need someone to do this. And they're like, oh, yeah, that's not my skill set.
Or they don't have the time.
Or they don't have the time.
Right. The time. Like, people, for us, we really want to just show up to stuff. Let's be honest.
Right.
We want to show up to the events and help at the event. Most people aren't really interested in doing, like, the back work, the behind-the-scenes stuff. And that's okay. That's totally okay. But, you have to be upfront about how much time you have to give people. So one of the things I know people talk about a lot is, maybe being upfront and being like, listen, I only have about 2 hours a month I can give you. Whatever falls into that, sign me up.
Right.
Be honest about what you're willing to give people.
Right. Which is very true. And then it's also, on the organization to be able to say, this is what we need. So when you put it out there, like, hey, we need help, say we need help in these 3 areas, so that when you get people, you're like, oh, I need a camera person. And they're like, oh, well, I can paint. You're like, that's not really what I asked for. But it's helpful if we, as the young people, can go to the organizations and say what the skill set is that we have. Because I think mostly everyone here works at a nonprofit, almost. Yeah, or at least you've had experience. And so
nonprofit for the people.
Yeah, nonprofit. Yes. So being in that space and knowing, the need from the organizations is really something that that's really helpful if we know. And so, the webinar I'm actually looking forward to is the arts, because I support all things arts, and so I'm really excited about that one. And working on some other confirmations of some really awesome organizations, so we can kind of talk about that. And the Smithsonian, as you know, is opening here in 2016. That's going to be really, really exciting, and I can't talk about that more than all the time, because it's a really, really awesome institution, and it's like our history, like as American Black people in America, there we go, of African descent, there we go, in America, we will have something that is going to tell our story. So, with that being said, let's check our, that's just Giselle.
Yeah, so.
I'm going to actually check Twitter, because our awesome intern, Maya, woo, is on our Twitter. Awesome. Let's see. What does the Twitter say? The Twitter says, see what the Twitter says. I'm actually really good at social media. So she gave me this iPad.
I'm bonding.
Chris Carey, she has your name, Karis. She says, I'm glad to be here. Looking forward to enrolling in fall 2014. Woohoo! Yes. I know Sammy, the page man. I know her.
Hey.
She's sitting right here. Hey, Crystal's watching! Hey, Crystal! HBCU Stories watching. Woohoo! Hey, Kelly! She's one of my besties. Hi, Kelly. She's watching. That's awesome. Oh, yeah, we know Karis is watching. T. Boss, are you watching? I saw you tweeting us, but I don't know if you're actually watching. But hi, if you are. This is the world from Twitter. Candace, are you watching? Woohoo! Leah, is that you from Texas? Did you remember Leah? She was from Texas from the summit this year.
This one? Yeah.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Karis. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for making me. Yeah, thanks.
Texas.
Yes. Okay. Woohoo! Yeah. Ow! Someone just took a twit pic of us.
Oh.
Yeah, Carrington. Hey, girl. Wait, did you guys register?
She's about that life.
Oh, wait.
Oh wait, everyone here. Look, you only got 10 spots. I'm just saying, no shade.
Oh, yeah.
Yay! Welcome, Carrington. We're so excited to have you. And she registers for the November class, and we will see you in November. We're very excited. Woo! Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. All right. Oh. Are you hitting? All right. How do you do this? Okay, I'm going to leave the iPad alone. All right. So, again, we thank you for joining us. Okay, that makes me a little sad. But you guys didn't say hi to us, but that's all right. I hope I turned the discussion function on.
Let's try to see.
Yeah, let's.
Well, because I'm invited and I'm
Yeah.
wondering,
Sometimes I'm not always the quickest with technology, guys. So if I've been asking you to ask questions and you're like, Ebony, I can't ask questions because it's not turned on. I gotta get a little.
If
bit.
anyone's out there, can they tweet us?
Yeah,
Yeah, if you're out
Acknowledge
there.
that you're able to say something.
Yes. Because this would suck if we did all of this and you could not hear us or see us the entire time. This would really suck. All right.
No, they did. They got that. She registered. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so she can hear us.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, look,
We know
there you
you're
go.
there.
There you go. Well,
we know
we
that.
tried. We
Yeah.
tried.
Communicate with them. That's
Right,
good.
that might
Yeah, we were trying, guys. But you don't have any questions. But we know that maybe you're just a shy group. Maybe that's what it is. Just a shy group, and that's totally
You could have done an amazing job presenting.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe there was
Yeah.
no questions to ask. It's just let me go.
Oh right, let me get my. Yeah, that's very true. That's
Everybody's
very
busy
true.
signing up right now.
This is true. Well, that being said, I do want to give us all party hats. So just give me one moment, please. I'm gonna give us all party hats.
I'm like looking at
Because I'm trying to work it
Yeah.
out. Yes. If you all just don't embarrass me.
Oh, she wants to do the little.
Yes, if it doesn't embarrass me. No, it's just the one thing. You were doing everything else but this one. Yep, this is where the crickets come in. Oh, wait. No. Oh, thanks, Maya. Maya just texted me. She said she can't chat me, but she can hear me and see me.
Oh no.
And why? Oh! Oh! It says that the function is disabled. Not cool, Google. I didn't tell you to disable the people. I want them to talk to us, Google. I tell you.
There's three left. Oh, there's
All right. So Google is just really just trying to embarrass us all together tonight. So we're just gonna go back to the screen. Okay, you guys can see us. I cannot see you. It's totally cool. I wanted to draw pictures.
Oh, no, they can totally see us. You got me extremely excited for a second.
I know. I was like,
I wanted a hat to take.
oh, you wanted a hat to take home. Well, does it quite work that way?
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Ha ha. There we
We're
go.
back.
All right, we're back. Yeah. So, don't really know why this is disabled. We've been begging you guys to ask us questions all evening. Yeah, Google just
Tweet us. Tweet us.
yeah, just tweet us. Tweet us using the hashtag YBGBLaunch. If you are not on Twitter, you can also send us a note on Facebook, and we'll see that there. And yeah, just no idea how to turn this function on at all. I'm clicking it and it's not working. Nope. Mm-mm. Nope. Sorry, guys. But yes, tweet us your questions. Let me try this. Maybe I can start to hear you guys. Can I hear you guys? Can I hear you? Can I hear you? Yes. No? Say cheese, everyone. Cheese. Cute.
Oh, I wasn't in it.
Okay, Giselle. One more time. One more time for Giselle, everyone. One more time for Giselle.
Okay, we go.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
That was awesome.
Yay, that was awesome. Again, that was not actually what I was
Good thing
thinking.
it's okay.
When I get a small bit, we're like,
Yeah, when I did it.
Yeah.
This really
I
hurts.
go back.
It's all good.
Oh, yes, I can draw hats on us. All right, guys, and then we're going to sign off. Yes. Yes, we all get. Okay.
I'm not in the
As
picture.
long as I can take it.
Okay, yes, and then we're going to take pictures. Can you guys see this? Can you see the awesomeness that's happening right now?
No, they can't see. They can only see once you do it.
Oh, okay. Well, I would like a crown. Right there. There.
I think it's not there.
Stay. Stay! Alright, there you go. Okay, no, seriously. Google is all the way trying to embarrass us tonight. You do.
Can y'all raise your glasses real quick?
Yes.
Oh, look, I thought I almost had.
Raise you.
Oh, it's searching for the face. That's what it is. Oh, there we go, guys. There goes one hat.
1, 2, Ebonie. Okay, that's all right.
It was just
I was trying to. It is.
It's so cute.
It's searching for a face.
Searching for your face.
Oh, that's what it is. Oh, there we go.
Still tuning in.
I know, people were
Right,
watching
you guys
us.
still there?
Okay. All right. Well, it worked the last time. All right. Anyway, guys. So, oh, then they left. Okay. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging in there with us. I'll check one more time to see if you guys have. Oh, my mom just sent me a text message, guys. She says, "Do you have to close out the session to register?" Oh, no, Mom. You don't. You don't have to close out the session to register. You can just register. And she says, "You do me proud, all of you ladies."
Oh,
Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Mom. She's probably talking to the computer. Okay. All right. We're gonna see if we have. Oh, wait. Question. Oh, yay! Me and the homie, Mr. All City, had a toast with Friends of Ebony. Woo! Yes, thank you, T-Foss.
Red Cup winner.
Hey, Ruby! Hi, Ruby! Ruby's our photographer. Hi, Ruby! Ruby's watching. Oh, yes. Kelly says, as a college student, how do you start becoming a philanthropist even though you don't have much money or time? Yes. So, as a college student, you can begin by being active on your campus and finding organizations and perhaps working with them to raise money. Peer group donations, $5 from each person in your friend group can actually make a really nice, maybe $50 or $100 donation to a local charity. You guys have any other suggestions?
I say do your year. Like, I know one of the things we do a lot at Spelman is like whatever year you graduated, mine was 2011, they encourage you to donate $20.11. So whatever year that looks like for you, maybe you could start off by just donating your year amount.
Yeah. You can do that, yep. Or maybe even high school, too.
Yeah.
High school, yep, if you're still
Or
in
the
college.
year the school was founded, because in Hampton we do $18.68.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
NYU does that, too.
Yeah.
If you want to
So
go
get started.
lower,
Yeah.
you know what's
When it's
what you want
founded,
your
right.
flow to
Yeah,
be.
just write that out.
Choose
Yes,
accordingly.
yes. All right, so I guess
wait, and also
if you
doing
can't
it
afford it,
like
crowdfunding.
crowdfunding, yeah.
and doing monthly giving. So it's not something that feels like it's not doing monthly giving. So it's not something that seems like a huge amount on top. It's just like $10 a month, and that's Starbucks. A couple of trips to Starbucks.
I know that's right, yeah. So apparently you guys can chat with one another, but you can't chat with us. So I know, right? So Kelly is sending us questions. So she's tweeting us the questions that you guys are talking about in the hangout. Woo! Shout out to Kelly. So what can a seasoned fundraising professional gain from the courses? I think you kind of asked that, right? So I always look at it as going back to school, right? Iron sharpening iron. If you are, let's say, a CPA, every 4 or 5 years, you may be required to take a recertification exam. So I think of the courses kind of like recertifying or sharpening irons with other people. If we were to sit around here and think about a way that actually for the women's shelter, right, which is a great example, we did a volunteer project with Thursday Network, and we were all there. It was really just supposed to be one Saturday, and we're all seasoned volunteers in our own right, and we got there and we were like, wait, we actually want
to do something more.
Right, we want to do something more, and I think that when you are around other people who think like you are inspired even more, and so we often aren't in spaces all the time with folks having these types of conversations. So if for nothing else, to have the opportunity to be around people from other places, because we have folks in our network from Texas and Ohio and Philly and New York and DC, and so from across the country. So if you are a seasoned philanthropist or a seasoned professional looking to figure out how you can give, you may meet somebody in one of your classes from Dallas, Texas, who may be participating in something locally for girls and STEM, and that may pique your interest. So you just never know. So I think that it's going to be an opportunity for everyone. All right, more questions. Yes. Aww. Crystal took a picture. She took a picture. You guys can't see, but she took a picture. Can you guys see? She took a picture. Aw, thanks, Crystal. You rock. Somebody asked how you register. You were late. Whoever asked that question, you were late because we gave the website. But you can register by going to friendsofebony.com/institute, and it will take you there to register. But don't be late for class because you'll miss the information. All right, so Sporty. Oh, Shanette. Hey, Shanette. She is enrolling in fall 2014 and expanding her philanthropy efforts. Yes. She says if registration closes for October and November, will there be more courses in the future? Yes, there will be more courses. But like we said, the first 10 people to register get it for 2014. Woo! And then after tonight at midnight, which is almost 3 hours away, it will go back to $75. So don't ask me if you can still get the discount because you were slow. Don't ask. The answer's no. All right. Thank you, Kelly, for sending those Google Chat questions. Again, I don't know why Google, you fail us. But if you have any questions, in all seriousness, if we were not able to answer them for one reason or another, you can always email us at info@friendsofebony.com. I actually do check my info@ inbox here all the time on my email. Mom, she asked the question about how to register. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Mama, you were late. So anyway, yes, if you register, no, what was I saying?
You check your info.
Oh yes, I check my info. Thanks, Kelly.
Yes.
I answer. Yes, this is what happens. This is the real production. Yes, so if you, I check my info@ email all the time, and so I will really get your questions and I will really answer them. It just helps to filter so they all come to my Ebonie @ so I will check the hashtag one more time, and then we will let everyone get back to their night because we have chips and dip and those, what are they? The taquitos and other yummy things to eat. And so sorry you weren't here with us, although we appreciate that you're here in spirit. I'm going to just check this. Oh, wow. Lots of... Wait, someone? Oh, thanks, Maya, for tweeting the answers. You're awesome. All right. Cool. I think that takes care of everything. We try to be on time around here. So again, thank you all for joining us tonight. I'm really, really excited. So again, the code is LAUNCH2014 to get the course for October or November for $20.14 instead of $75, but you have to be one of the first 10. And we will see you in October and or November. And I'm going to take my obligatory selfie with everyone here because that's just what I do. Where's everybody? Hi. Oh, wait, can I get everybody? Oh my God. Wait, I have to do a square because then it won't fit on Instagram. It won't fit on the gram. Ooh, see, this is why everybody needs
no
clothes.
crop. You have no crop.
What?
No crop or Insta.
What? Y'all
Well,
just
that's
get close.
okay, close.
Yes, okay, I was trying to get the young, this weave hair away. Okay, all right. I can't see, I can see everyone. Move your, how about you put your head on my shoulder? There we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, guys. Thank you guys again. We will hopefully see you all very, very soon. Again, I'm going to give the code one more time. It's LAUNCH2014 to get the October or November course series for the Young, Black, and Giving Back Institute for $20.14. I am so excited that you all could be here. Oh, and we have our wonderful t-shirts now in gray.
Ooh. And black.
And black. Yes, yes, yes. And we have an online store, and we've just actually revamped our website. So head on over to Friends of Ebonie, and that's Ebonie with an IE, to check out our new site, our new shop, our advisory board, the institute, and all that jazz. And so until the next time, thank you all so much, and have a good night.